Dear children, welcome all. Till last session, we have learnt about crop production and management. As we have learnt that this crop production of crop is nothing but agricultural practices. This agricultural practices, it involves various steps. So these each and every step is different from each other and has its own advantages and own agricultural implements. So today this session we will be discussing about all the steps involved in agricultural practices, and we will be observing certain figures of agricultural implements, and we will be finding what agricultural implement it is and what is its use. So this session, we will be revising this chapter number 1, crop production and management. So this agricultural practices, it involves various steps, such as first step is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. So let's revise each and every step. First step, it involves preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is nothing but plowing the field. Plowing is, otherwise we can call that as tilling the field, tilling the land. Plowing, it makes the soil loose and it turns the soil. So loosening and turning the soil is called as plowing. And what are the advantages of plowing? Is very, very important. Advantages of plowing. First, it improves air circulation so that roots can respire easily. And if the soil is loose, roots can penetrate deeper into the soil, and this enables the plants to them to hold the plant firmly. And loosening the soil, it enhances the water retaining capacity of the soil. And also it is this loosening the soil is very, very essential to uproot the weeds growing in the field, and also it helps in the growth of microorganisms. So children, these are all advantages of plowing, is very, very important. And after plowing the soil, next step we have learned is sowing. For sowing, first is we have a selection of seeds. What is sowing? Planting seeds in the soil is known as sowing. So for sowing, seeds to be selected first, good quality seeds to be selected. And this we have learned how to select good quality seeds. Then sowing the seeds, it is of two types. Either seeds can be scattered in the field manually by hand, and this is called as broadcasting. So sowing the seeds can be done in two ways, by using agricultural implement or by manually. Manually by scattering the seeds. Especially the scattering the seeds is done in paddy, that is rice crop scattering seeds is done. So scattering seeds are scattered in the field manually by hand, and this process is called as broadcasting. And second method, sowing the seed by special implement called seed drill. And seed drill is an agricultural implement which is used for sowing seed. And in this seed drill also we have learnt about two types of seed drill, traditional seed drill as well as modern seed drill. And then coming to next step, it is soil replenishment. That is how soil contains nutrients, and these nutrients are very, very essential for the plants to grow. And how this soil, if the crops are continuously grown in the soil, soil will be devoid of these nutrients. So how these nutrients will be replenished, renewed? So this replenishment of nutrients, that what we call that as fertility of the soil, is improved by various methods like crop rotation, adding manure and fertilizers. And crop rotation, as we know, to in between cultivating main crops, that will be after cultivating main crops, it will be replaced by cultivating leguminous crops. This leguminous crops contains rhizobium bacteria in their root nodules. This bacteria is very, very essential for fixing atmospheric nitrogen in the form of compounds of nitrogen in the soil. So nitrogen is very, very important for the growth of plants. So plants can utilize this nitrogen which is fixed in the soil by the bacteria, so that plants can grow very well. This method, what we call that as crop rotation. And next is adding manure and fertilizers. And manure is an organic compound which is prepared in the field itself, and fertilizer is a chemical substances which are prepared in the factories. And names of some chemical fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, NPK. And these names of fertilizers are very, very important. So children, give some fertilizers: urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, and NPK. This NPK, this fertilizer is for which has specific nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And then we will be now discussing about distinguish differences between fertilizer and manure. So we know that fertilizer is a chemical substance, so we can tell that it is a man-made inorganic salt, and manure is a natural substance, and it is obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung or animal waste and plant waste or plant residues. And fertilizer, it is prepared in factories, whereas manure can be prepared in the fields. Fertilizer, it does not provide humus to the soil, that is fertility to the soil, but manure, it provides lot of humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. But continuous use of fertilizer, as it is made of chemicals, it leads to infertility of the soil. But manure, it does not affect the fertility of the soil. On the other hand, as it contains humus, it improves fertility of the soil. And next step is irrigation. What is irrigation? The supply of water to the plant is known as irrigation. This from sources of irrigation, from where do we get water? From rains, canals, waterways, wells, pumps, etc. And this irrigation is very, very important because different crops, they require some specific amount of water at different stages of their growth. So according to the type of crops, plants to be irrigated. For example, paddy is transplanted in waterlogged field and requires constant irrigation. But for the other hand, for wheat, irrigation is needed only before tilling and at the time of flowering. And this irrigation also, we should not irrigate more. Excessive watering, it can reduce air in the soil spaces and it can cause water logging. And this, because of water logging, it leads to salinity of the soil, and saline soil is unfit for growth of crops. And water logging can also damage the plant roots and cause them die. So these are about irrigation. And this irrigation, we have learned two types of methods of irrigation, system of irrigation we have learned. What are the traditional system of irrigation? We have learnt about 4 types. Mode is a pulley type of irrigation, and then we have learnt about chain pump, then the Dekli and Rahat system. The Dekli and Rahat system are lever type of irrigation. And then coming to modern type of irrigation, we have learnt about sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. This modern method of irrigation is very, very essential because this irrigation system conserve water. And next step, we will be discussing about weeds, protection from weeds. That is, what are weeds? The unwanted plants that grow along with the crops are called as weeds. And this process of removal of weed is called as weeding. And if weeding is very, very important, as we have learned, weeds, if we allow the weeds to grow along with the crops, then weed will compete with the crop and they use all the nutrients which are meant for crops as well as space, light, water, etc. so that the growth of crops will be affected. Farmers cannot get enough produce. So weeding is very, very essential. What is weeding? The process of removal of weeds is called as weeding. And this weeding is necessary for, is very, very essential because weeds use up all the nutrients which are meant for crops, and they also compete with the crops for water, light, space, etc. Thus, it affects the production of crops. And this weeding, different methods of weeding, how weeds are being removed by manually or by this tilling or by using weedicides. So what are manual removal? Weeds can be removed by uprooting. The weeds to be removed along with the roots with the help of agricultural implement called as kurpi. Very, very essential. Kurpi, name the agricultural implement used to remove weeds. It is kurpi. Then along with when the soil is plowed, tilling, before sowing itself, weeds are removed by uprooting so that these weeds can dry up and get mixed with the soil. And third step, by using weedicides. Weedicides are chemicals which kill the fields, and it is sprayed on the field so that here these chemicals which kill the weeds but do not harm the crops. So these weedicides are chemicals which kill the weeds but do not harm the crops, and they are sprayed on the fields. And after weeding, next step is, that is harvesting. Harvesting of a crop is very, very important. The cutting of crop after it is fully matured is called as harvesting. And harvesting is done by pulling out or cut the crop close to the ground. And when harvesting is being done, it takes at least 3 to 4 months for the cereal crop to mature. This harvesting is done manually by an agricultural implement called sickle or by a machine called harvester. So weeding is done by agricultural implement called kurpi. Harvesting is done by an agricultural implement called sickle, and by otherwise by a machine called harvester. Then this, after harvesting, the grains are separated from the cut crop. This process is called as threshing, and threshing is the removal or separation of grains from the cut crops, and threshing is done manually or by a machine called as thresher. And in a large field, the farm machine called combine harvester is also used, and this combine harvester can do both harvesting as well as threshing simultaneously. And after threshing, now grains are separated from the chaff. Chaff or the outer covering of the grains. You can see that paper like transparent covering of the grain, that to be removed. And this grains are separated from the chaff by a method called as winnowing. So winnowing and threshing is entirely different. Threshing is the separation of grains from the cut crops. Then after threshing, winnowing is done. Winnowing is grains are separated from the chaff by the method called winnowing. Winnowing is done by manually or by winnowing machine. By manually, a mixture is dropped on the ground from a height so that the heavier seeds fall vertically down while lighter chaff is blown away at a distance by the wind. And winnowing by machine called as winnowing machine. And again I repeat, threshing is by manually or by a machine called thresher. And we know, or we can call that as combined harvester. Combined harvester is used for both harvesting as well as threshing simultaneously. Winnowing is also done by both the ways, manually or by a machine called winnowing machine. And next, after this grains are winnowed, next step is storing. Farmers store grains in jute bags or in metallic bins. But if the large scale production of grains is stored in silos. Silos is nothing but a metallic bin, long metallic bin, or in a granaries. Granaries, as we have seen, it is a place or a room where or godown where this grains are stored in gunny bags so that grains can be protected from pests like rats, insects, etc. And how we use dried neem leaves for storing grains at home, the same way in large quantities of grains that are stored in big godowns, what we call that as granaries, are protected from insect by using some specific chemical treatments so that grains are protected from pests and microorganisms. And so these are the methods, various steps we have learned in agricultural activities. And as we know that we get food from animals also, and farmers, they keep some domestic animals along with them. So this branch of agriculture which deals with feeding, shelter, health, breeding and rearing domestic animals on a large scale is called as animal husbandry. And then we have discussed about some what are the food we get from animals. We get milk, meat, egg, honey, etc. from animals. Even from fish, fish is rich in protein. We get cod liver oil, etc. from fish. So children, now let's have some pictures. Let's identify the picture of agricultural implement. Let's name it and also we'll tell what for it is useful. Yes. Are you ready, children? By seeing this figure, you can see that gunny bags and kept in a room or place. So this is nothing but what we call that as granaries. So granaries is a place or a godown or a room where grains are stored in a gunny bags. And here some special chemical treatment is being done in order to protect these grains from pests like insects, rodents, etc. Now in next this, yes, these are large metallic bins, what we call that as silos. So these are silos which are used for storing grains. So can we go for next figure, next picture? Yes, can you identify it? Is this machine is called as winnowing machine. Winnowing machine, what is the use of winnowing machine? Used to separate grains from the chaff. So the process of separation of grains from the chaff is called as winnowing. And here what we see is winnowing machine. Yes, now this one, it is a modern agricultural implement. You can see the down and up also. So here it is a combine harvester. And this combine, what is the use of combine harvester? It is used to harvest, as the name indicate, harvester. It is used for harvesting as well as for threshing. So this combine harvester, it does both the functions simultaneously. That is harvesting. What is harvesting? Cutting off matured crops along with the grains is called as harvesting, as well as threshing. What is threshing? Separation of grains from the cut crops is called as threshing. So this combine harvester is used to do both the functions simultaneously, that is harvesting as well as threshing. Yes, now this, you can see that farmer, this mouth and nose are covered by a cloth and spraying something. So here it is spraying, what is that? Weedicide. He sprays weedicide. This weedicides are chemicals that do not harm the crops, but that kill only the weeds. Weeds are unwanted plants that grow along with the crops. So this is for, what is that? Spraying weedicides. And in next picture, you can see that pulley there and water is drawn. So this, it is a traditional method of irrigation. And what is the pulley system? What is the your traditional method of irrigation which use pulley system is called as moat. So this is moat. This is what you observe here in the picture is moat system of irrigation. It is a traditional system of irrigation, and this traditional system, as it is very cheaper, but it is very less efficient, because this is water is drawn by either by man or by animal. And now this, yes, you can see that, yes, it is a modern method of irrigation. And which method it is? You can see it is drip system of irrigation. And here water is directly being supplied near the plants only, drop by drop is being dripped. So this is called as drip irrigation system. It is used to conserve water. And this method, where it is useful where water scarcity is there. Yes, and here this is also modern method of irrigation. And here you can see that perpendicular pipes at regular intervals is being attached to the main pipe. So this method, and you can see that water is being sprinkled from the top of that perpendicular pipe. So this is modern method of irrigation. Which system it is? Sprinkler system of irrigation. And this sprinkler system of irrigation is used where uneven land, where land is not even, as well as where enough water is not available, where the place where enough water is not available. And next figure, yes, again here you can see that water is being drawn by an animal, and here this, you can see that animal is being used. So this is traditional method of irrigation, and this is this system what is called as Rahat system of irrigation. So this is irrigation, traditional system of irrigation method called as Rahat system of irrigation. Yes, now here you can see that main that pipe like structure which is attached, and down there you can see that sharp ends. So what is this implement called as? It is a traditional seed drill, and you can see that seed drill by this modern method of seed drill, advanced technology, that is seed drill, and this seed drill is being attached with the tractor. And here, because of this, seeds are sown in very deep and it is immediately covered by soil at regular intervals of time. So there will not be overcrowding of plants. Yes, and this you can see that one funnel-like structure and which is attached with a pipe. So this being pulled by animals. So this is traditional method of sowing the seeds. Traditional seed drill. Traditional method of sowing seeds. Yes, here the top one, first figure, it is which implement it is. We have seen the first stage, that is for plowing the land. What is the name of this implement? Hoe. Hoe, it is an made up of iron or wood, and it consists of one bent plate-like structure made up of iron, very sharp, so that soil is being loosened easily. And down the picture, it is called as cultivator. Is used now. This cultivator, that is tractor, is being used to plow the field. It is a modern method of plowing the field. Yes, this one, it is a traditional method of plowing the field. What it is called as plow. The traditional method of plowing, the implement used here is plow. Then we have learnt about plow, consists of plow shaft and plow share. And plow shaft contains sharp iron part, and plow which is being attached with plow share. One end of the plow share is attached with a log of wood. The log of wood is being kept on the animal's neck, and the other end we can have that handle so that it is easily pulled. So this is what we see here is the traditional method of plowing the field is plow. Yes. Now this is what is that agricultural implement called as for harvesting? Is called as sickle. So what we see here is the agricultural implement sickle. What is the use of it? It is used for harvesting. So harvesting is being done manually by the agricultural implement called sickle. So children, I hope you understand all the steps involved in agricultural practices, as well as all the agricultural implements, traditional system as well as modern system.